Their traditional guardians are the yeoman warders, who today are a tourist attraction in their own right.
OK, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. And welcome to Her Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress, the Tower of London, a World Heritage Site, no less. My name is Clive, and I'm one of the 37 yeoman warders that live and work here at the Tower. Guys, what I want you to do now...
They also serve as tour guides, telling visitors the history of the Tower in all its gory detail.
The executioner would then bring down his axe, hopefully beheading his victim with one stroke. The executioner would then pick up that severed and still bleeding head and hold it aloft for all to see. Turning to the assembled crowds, he would proclaim, "Behold the head of a traitor! So die all traitors! God save the king!" And the crowd would go wild and cheer. God save the king!
Centuries as a prison. Chief Yeoman Warder Alan Kingshott lives in the cell of the last men to be beheaded on Tower Hill, executed for treason after the Battle of Culloden.
So do come into my home, and here we are, to the Biowood Tower. Do come through.
So, we actually do live in a castle. I presume this was a prison at some point here.
Indeed it was, yes. Most of the prisoners that were here were very important people. Yeah. They were wealthy people. And what would normally happen is that prisoners would be brought in, they would be very well looked after, and essentially looked after by the yeoman warders and their families. Yeah. So they would provide for them, have food and so on prepared for them. So it was quite common for the prisoner to be in one room and the family that were the custodians, if you like, the people looking after them, in another room. And the last Scottish lords, Lords Lovett, Kilmarnock, Balmerino, were held in prison here in 1746 prior to their execution up on Tower Hill. And they were actually held in prison in what is now our bedroom.
Really?
And we still have the original prison door.
Good heavens.
So,
look at it. Yes.
It's all in its original state.
Yeah.
Of course, the rivets down the sides here, and of course, the locking bars here. Yes. So this is how it went. It went across this way.
Right.
And then secured here.
And this one, so it's all
and
still
exactly
here.
the same at the bottom, indeed.
Good heavens. Yeah, that goes
Still
there.
work. Grandchildren love it. They come here, they visit Grandma, Granddad.
Lock them in.
And they lock us in, yes.
Of course.
The lock has been removed. I don't know quite when that happened, but of course the keyhole's still there. So let me come inside. Let me show you the room behind the door. Nowadays, it's a bedroom, but it was originally a prison room for the Scottish lords.
It's incredible, isn't it? This is where they were held.
Indeed. It's been adjusted over the years, obviously, and modified. As you can see, the bars in the window are still there on that side, but they've been removed on this side.
Ah, what a view. What's it like living and sleeping in this room? Thick brick and stone walls. I mean, what's it? And the curved shape. I mean, is it?
Well, initially it was fabulous, obviously. It was very exciting to live in a castle, quite strange. And, you know, there's not one day goes by when you're not pinching yourself to think, well, how fortunate are we to be able to live in a wonderful, iconic building such as this?